Hyperion Fund is combining blockchain technology and solar energy. Our slogan is make money and save the world. No, seriously, solar energy, renewable energy is the future. And it's a very, very clean way, very nice way to make money, and it also helps save the planet. Blockchain distributes the income to the token holders. We're just currently going through a pre-ICO, and the ICO's in March. We then will invest the money into PPAs, which are power sharing agreements, where a country has already given you all the permissions to build a solar power plant. So we'll start building literally April onwards in 10 countries around the world. I think we've had huge interest. I had, after our speech today, a whole load of investors come up and ask for my card and try and negotiate terms. People saying they'd be interested in putting in 2 million, another person said they'd be interested in putting in 5 million. So we had a lot of very, very positive feedback to Hyperion idea. We believe that ICOs is the future way of raising money below 200 million. It's very, very hard in the last 5 years for smaller businesses, smaller business ideas to go and raise money on the capital markets. A lot of the small stockbrokers, a lot of the small banks have been bought up by bigger banks. The corporate governance and the due diligence process in most countries now means huge bureaucracy and cost. So therefore many of the fundraisers won't deal with smaller people. It seems very quickly in the last 6 months, last year, a lot of fundraising activity has switched over to ICOs. You know, I was at Davos 10 days ago, giving a speech at Davos, and the interest, every booth, every event was about ICOs and blockchain. And it's very exciting, very exciting. Big banks don't like ICOs because it threatens big banks, but blockchain and technology and the internet are all threatening big banks anyway. You know, they make a lot of money, many millions in salary from their existing business, so they don't like business models that threaten them. Many real sectors have good business ideas and struggle to raise money, and the idea of being able to do an ICO and raise money and get back to more traditional business where lots of, you know, through an ICO you're creating a community, and through friends and relatives you used to fund businesses 200 years ago. The ICO process in many ways now creates a community of people with like minds who understand what you're doing, they understand the concept. I think what's important is you've got to see an evolution of ICOs where they're very similar to IPOs, where there's proper business plans, there's proper cash flows. The model has been flexed to say, what if that happened? What if that went wrong? To make sure it's robust enough to survive. You've got to get decent advisors. You must have a lawyer, you must have an accountant, and they should go on record. They should say, I've checked your documents, I've checked your figures, and they're okay. So as far as possible, we're making sure that any ICO we're involved with follows good corporate governance.